All right, welcome allemaal to hour number 2 of the Real Country Revival. See, every time I speak Dutch with native Dutch speakers, I get this weird, childish giggle from people. When I'm alone in the studio and I'm just throwing down the Netherlands, I'm just Goedenavond allemaal, welcome to the Real Country Revival. I feel like I'm just nailing it. But then when I get a Dutch speaker in the room, I get this little what's
That's
he doing?
sweet.
Yeah, oh, how cute.
I have that when I do surgery.
Yeah, when you're alone performing surgery, especially the person you're operating on, it seems to be going fine. It's just when there's another doctor in the room.
Yep.
I understand.
And your patient is going straight up in the air.
All right, it's hour number 2 of the Real Country Revival, and I'm really excited to be joined by Jeroen and Mark from a couple of bands. We're going to talk about the new project, JJ's Country.
Yes.
But first, you might know them from the legendary psychobilly band, Batmobile.
Wow.
Yeah. And I'm just getting my my education
Very
in
good.
as I'm digging this up. I'm like, oh, that guy's related to this guy. I know that's coming. And so it's pretty amazing stuff. So Jeroen, Mark, first of all, thank you very much for taking the time to join us.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah.
Really
Very
appreciate it. Now, why don't we start talking about your musical history and the beginning of it all? Because you're from this area, correct? Born and raised?
Yes, I'm from Breda. I was born in Breda. Growing up at home, there was always music. There was always Charles Aznavour. There was always Elvis. There was always Dolly Parton. So you get the influences that your mom and dad put into you. At a very young age, I was very interested in Elvis and all the stuff he did. So I bought albums as much as I could since I was 7 or 8 years old. And from that, I discovered rock and roll, rockabilly, country and western, gospel, and all the fantastic artists and music that go along with that. So that's when I was 14, I joined my first band. When I was 17, we started Batmobile. So that was in '83. So that's quite a long time ago. And we're still touring around with the same 3 guys. But my first love will always be Elvis, rock and roll, country and western. That's always the music I go back to.
And that's what led you to this current project you're working on, JJ's Country.
Yes, I was asked last year to do a solo show for a small festival in Tilburg, which was very exciting because I never done a solo show live in my life. And I was talking to Mark, and Mark and me were in a hobby band a few years back when Batmobile was on a break. And Mark always nagged me from, we have to start a band together. And I love Mark and his drumming. He's the best drummer I know. So this opportunity came along, and we discussed about it. And shall we try to get a band together to do this country and western project? I loved doing it solo, but it's so much better to do it with a few guys.
Sure.
So that's when we started to gathering other musicians.
Yep.
All right. And Mark, besides the surgery on the side, your musical influences also kind of along the same lines?
Well, no, to be honest, not. No. I have 2 older brothers who are always playing music in the house. One of them played the guitar, and he took me one day to his band. And when I saw this was a band with 2 drummers, and my mouth fell open
Yeah.
just watching those guys.
Gary Glitter.
No, not exactly. It was like Creedence Clearwater
Okay.
All right.
covers
cool.
and Eagles covers. And
It's like Southern rock, so kind of still in
Yeah,
that
that's
same
true.
umbrella.
But then I guess it was in 1974 or 75. The group Queen came out with Bohemian Rhapsody.
I heard of them,
And
yeah.
the first part didn't bother me at all. But the second part, with I saw the big drum set, and I wanted to have that big drum set. That was my goal. And Roger Taylor, the drummer, was he was my role model, really. It wasn't until later I got known other music, Frank Zappa, all sorts of bands. And then I went to the conservatory, and they never teach you anything about country music over there. But some of my students, I began a drum school in Breda, and some of my students introduced me to one Garth Brooks, and he showed me the live album with the private plane of Garth Brooks, and I thought,
Okay.
what? A private plane making country music? And then I learned that country music was actually the biggest music in the United States.
Yeah.
And then I started listening to more Toby Keith, Garth Brooks, lots of them. The Eagles.
Yeah.
And from then on, I wanted to start a country band and make beautiful songs. Because in conservatory, you learn to play technically very well. But when I get older, I want to make music that really touches me, that touches my heart. And the real freaky stuff on the drums, well, it's not that interesting to me
It's
anymore.
less important.
Yeah, you got to be touched by the heart.
All right,
Not
you
the
guys
brain.
you got me all excited now. Let's do something, huh? Can we hear a song?
Definitely.
Most definitely can.
All right. What are we going to get started with?
We're going to try to do an old song written by Tom Jens. It's called Loving Arms. You might know it in the version of Elvis Presley. It's a fantastic version. I can never touch that, but I'm going to try to do it
All right.
anyway. Chris Christopherson did a great version of it as well. So,
JJ's Country.
but now in the version of JJ's Country.
All right.
Yep.
Well, here, let me swing this mic over to you and take it away, gentlemen.
Thank you very much. And here we go. If you could see me now, the one that said he'd rather roam, the one that said he'd rather be alone. If you could only see me now, if I could hold you now, just for a moment, if I could really make you mine, just for a while, turn back the hands of time. If I could only hold you now. I've been too long in the wind, too long in the rain, taking any comfort that I can, looking back and longing for the freedom of my chains, lying in your loving arms again. If you could hear me now, singing somewhere in the lonely night, dreaming of the arms that held me tight. If you could only hear me now. I've been too long in the wind, been too long in the rain, taking any comfort that I can, looking back and longing for the freedom of my chains, lying in your loving arms again. I can almost feel your loving arms again, lying in your loving arms again. Thank you.
Digging it. Thank you guys. JJ's Country on the Real Country Revival. So cool, you guys.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. And we can see this live in less than 2 weeks, I think, if my math's all messed up because we're pre-recording this. But June 15th at
Exactly.
Hagsport.
Hagsport, which is a project from the Breda Mess. They will be closing down for some refurbishments.
Yeah, big refurbishment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Actually,
saw some
yeah.
behind-the-scenes footage up on their website.
Exactly.
They took a tour through there. They got it all ripped out.
Yeah, they got it all ripped up. So they are doing the Mess on tour. So they're doing quite a few events all over the city. And at the Haagse Poort, we'll be playing a country and western evening.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun because you've got Tigre Blanco.
Yes, Quintijn.
Yeah, I talked to him last week.
He's a great guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
we were on the phone, but his whole project that is really cool
Yes.
as well. So he's doing a solo performance, and then the legendary around here, at least, Tio Gringo.
Yes. Yes.
Doing the trash country stuff,
Yes.
which is hilarious and unbelievable, great party music.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and are you guys going to be sticking to JJ's country? Or are you going to be throwing some Batmobile into
No,
this?
no
set?
Batmobile.
No
No, no,
Batmobile.
no. It's my first working title for this project was Crying with Jeroen Hamers, which is in Dutch Janken met Jeroen. So because it's a lot of mushy feely music. It's music from the heart. So there will be a lot of ballads, a few up tempo songs, but it's not no psychobilly, no rock and roll really. It's mainly country and western, based on the country and western we know from Hank Williams, Johnny Cash, the Outlaw guys, Chris Christopherson, Willie Nelson, Waylon Jennings, Merle Haggard. Those are the guys that are my inspiration for this project. So they are the foundation for all of this. And from there you can also make little excursions to Glenn Campbell or George Jones or anything. But the heart of it, it's Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, and the Outlaw guys.
Amen, brother.
Yeah.
Amen. You were right in the real country revival wheelhouse.
Excellent.
We do have to admit there's a little smell of rock and roll
A little maybe
lying
one
underneath.
Yeah, one. Well,
Isn't there always though?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I am really raised on rock and roll, of course. So that my voice isn't a Glenn Campbell voice. My voice is I'm schooled in rock and roll music, so that's what I'm bringing along. But I'm trying to do my best to give it a little country swing as well.
All right, so some cover songs and originals as
Yes,
well.
Yeah.
yes, we're doing about 10 or 12 cover songs and 10 or 12 originals.
Okay.
Depending on how much time we are getting, but we have a set of 22 songs now, so originals and cover songs.
Covers mixed in. And in addition to seeing it live on June 15th at Hagsport in Breda, can we look forward to a JJ Country release?
Yes,
In the-
yes. We have been recording a lot of songs.
Yeah,
We have
yeah,
been
true.
recording more than 20 songs now, all in a rough version. So it's drums, double bass, and acoustic guitars. So Mark is the drummer. I'll be doing the acoustic guitars. My brother Eric will be playing double bass and Fender bass. Then we have a fantastic, fabulous ukulele player, Remco Houtman Jansen. He's from originally from Holland, but his residence is Ghent now in Belgium. He plays ukulele fabulously, also banjo. And then we have an amazing pedal steel guitar player from Belgium. He's
God on pedal
he's
steel.
God on pedal steel.
He makes us cry during
Yes,
rehearsal,
during rehearsal.
giving
So
us the goosebumps.
Yes, it's unbelievable. So
You got to have it.
that's the lineup. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're very much looking forward to that. Of course, once you get something recorded and finalized, get it over to us
Yes.
here at the Real Country Revival. We'll get it on and hopefully get a big crowd out there
Cool.
on the 15th at Hagsport in Breda for Mez on Tour, JJ's Country Club, Tio Gringo, Tigre Blanco, and of course, JJ's Country. You guys got one more for us?
Yes, of
Of course,
course.
we do.
Excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Of course. Well, this
So
one,
go ahead. Yeah, introduce it for us before
yes,
you start.
the original is written and done by Neil Diamond. But most
Caroline?
yeah, exactly. But most of you guys that are into country and western know the version from Johnny Cash.
Of course.
In the great American series that he recorded at the end of his life. This one is called Solitary Man. Linda was mine till the time that I found her holding Jim, loving him. Sue came along, loving me strong. That's what I thought. Me and Sue, that day too. Don't know that I'll be, but until I can find me a girl that'll stay and what I am. Solitary man. Solitary man. Headed to here, being where love's a small word, a part-time thing, a paper ring. I know it's been done having one girl who loves you, right or wrong, weak or strong. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a girl that'll stay and won't play games behind me, I'll be what I am. Solitary man. Solitary man. Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a girl that'll stay and won't play games behind me, I'll be what I am. A solitary man. Solitary man. Solitary man. There you go.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Played on a 12-string guitar borrowed to me by a fantastic friend.
Dankjewel to,
Hans.
to the Hans.
Hans.
All right. That was great stuff. JJ's Country. You can check them out live on the 15th. It's going to be a great show. JJ's Country Club, Hogsport in Breda.
Yep.
And look for Batmobile at the Mez, the newly remodeled Mez in November. We'll, when that gets a little bit closer, we'll do more about that that show as well. Maybe get you in here for some Batmobile.
Yes, we'll be
on
back.
The Real Country Revival.
We'll be back.
So yeah, thank you guys enough. Hopefully this is the beginning of a nice relationship between you guys and the Real Country Revival. We can help each other out and
Excellent. Can't wait. Thank
keep
you very
growing
much,
the
Charlie.
scene. Yep. Anything
Yeah,
else?
Nope.
Yeah.
Thank
No?
you very much, and I hope all to see you all
At
the
Hogsport.
15th.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. See you then. Thanks.
Thanks.